Hello, everyone. So, we're going to talk a little bit about a poem that's being made into a film that I'm going to go see today. And that poem was written by Homer, and the poem is called Odyssey. Now, I have not read the poem, but I got to thinking, if I were ever to go back to the time period where Homer was thinking about this poem that he wrote back in 720 BCE, between 720 and 725 BCE, I would want to know what his thought process was when he was thinking about this poem about, you know, Greek mythology in a way. Because it is about Odysseus, it is about Athena. Athena plays a part in this film, and, Athena, or not Athena, but Helen of Troy is also part of this story, or part of this poem. And I was like, this is interesting to me. And now I don't know if I'm ever going to read the poem, but if I were to ever read the poem and see what it was about, I'm not saying it's going to be completely about what the movie is going to be about, but this is Christopher Nolan we're talking about. He's done so many great directing movies over the years. Whether it was Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, and just so many other films that he's directed over the years. You know, I hope he gets the story or the poem as close to for the movie as close as he possibly can. I'm not saying it's going to be completely based off the poem, but if he gets little details about the poem into the film, that would be awesome. And I'm just interested in the poem as well as the film. And I know there's not a lot of people that really want to hear me talking about a poem that happened thousands and thousands of years ago, or about the movie that's being released, that was released, with starring Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Zendaya. Who else is in this movie? Lupita Nyong'o. Um, and there's just so many actors and characters and so much to take away from this. It is a 3 hour film, and who knows what this 3 hour film is going to be like? Is there going to be plenty of action? Who knows? Is there going to be plenty of character development? I don't know. And um, we got Cyclops. We got so many evil characters part of this film as well, that it's just going to be interesting to figure out all of the details after going to see this film today of what it's going to be like. And there's other movies that I'm looking forward to over the next couple of weeks as well, like Motor City, Spider-Man: Brand New Day, just a few others as well that are attached to this as well. But I want to focus on the one movie today that was based off of a poem that Homer wrote back in 720 to 725 BCE, which was a very, 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 very long time ago. And that's just part of the process. Is just figuring out, is it going to be as good as the poem? Is the movie going to be better than the poem? Is there going to be any correlation between the poem and the film? I don't know until I go see it later today. With that being said, I will see you all tomorrow with a brand new vlog, and there will be a new vlog every day until I reach your 65 on YouTube. And bye bye.